Hey guys, it's Megan. I'm popping in this week to go over something that I think is super important, and that is laying the foundation for patients prior to them starting treatment about what it is that their insurance actually covers. I've heard so many offices and so many students of mine in my course say that, it's the patient's insurance and they should understand the benefit themselves because it's their policy. But ultimately, we are in the customer service industry. And so what we want to do is we really want to make it as simple as possible. A lot of patients don't understand their insurance. So something that we lay down a foundation for in our insurance course is a patient education form that we have all of our patients sign prior to starting treatment. This is something that is given out in the course that we offer, but we do have a freebie that's on our website, thewyrickoutlook.com/patient education, and it goes over 5 areas that you need to educate patients on that they do not get prior to starting treatment. So the first thing that you want to educate them on is that most orthodontic policies are a lifetime maximum, meaning once that benefit's used, it's used and there's no remaining benefit year after year, unless they switch policies, obviously. The second thing is that you want to mention, if it's a first phase of treatment, you want to mention a 2-step treatment, right? So they'll need treatment in the future, and that if you're using the benefit in this phase, they may not have it for the next phase, or they'll have very little. That's something that I like to be very transparent with patients starting phase 1, because I never want them to come back to me for phase 2 and say, oh, you didn't tell me this for phase 1. The third thing that we like to go over with patients prior to starting is about payments. So a lot of times they think once they start treatment, you send in the claim, the insurance pays it, and good to go. We like to reiterate that payments come on a monthly, quarterly, annual basis. And then that way they know that they need to keep the policy active the entire treatment. The fourth thing we like to mention is loss or new coverage. So we always like to mention that, hey, we know jobs change midway through treatment. This happens all the time in our office. But should you ever lose or get new coverage midway through, we do want to verify that that new coverage does, allow for work in progress is what it's called. And just explain to them that not every policy covers this, but it is something that we can look into if you ever do get new coverage, and go from there. So the last thing is for related procedures. Now, this won't apply in every patient's case, but especially for patients that need exposing bonds or extractions, something that needs to happen in conjunction with ortho. You want to confirm that the policy doesn't have a related procedure clause, and if it does, you want to be very transparent with the patient prior to starting treatment that, we might not receive the full benefit because little Johnny or little Susie also needs extractions or the expose and bond, and that could eat at the same benefit that we're using. So those are the 5 things that we like to always touch on before any patients get started in our office. Like I mentioned, we do have a form that goes into a few more things within our course that we have all patients sign off prior to beginning. There is the freebie if you want to download the 5 things that I just talked about today on our website, thewyrickoutlook.com/patient education. And that can, help your insurance coordinator kind of know what she needs to go over for each patient prior to beginning. We hope this is helpful and that you don't struggle with, educating patients prior to them beginning. We feel being as transparent as possible prior to starting treatment is the best method for success in the future. They can never come back and say, told you so. So that's how we like to, really lay out that foundation for our patients. We will see you all next Tuesday. Bye, guys.